Agent Power Huddle is a daily jumpstart.
Hey, did I get your attention? We're doing something special for the next month. We're going to focus on now business. Like, how do you generate income today, right now? My name is Jesse Zagorski. You probably know me as one of the regular hosts here, producer of the Agent Power Huddle. I'm also a broker associate with EXP. And what I keep hearing over and over again is agents that truly need to shift their business. The market shifted, they need to shift, and they got to close the deals today. And so whether you're a brand new agent, this series is for you. Experienced agent, this series is for you. It doesn't matter. Agent on a team leader, we're going to give you strategies and techniques to figure out how to scale and grow your business to close deals today, not in the future, not tomorrow, today. This is what we're focusing on all month, the techniques, the strategies you need. So welcome to the Agent Power Huddle.
Good morning. How is it going? Happy Friday, everyone. I love you all being here. So today we are doing a conversation about social media. That's why we're all here. So I'd actually opened this up to be a Q&A, but no one submitted any questions. So no problem. I guess no one has questions about social media or anything they want to talk about social media. So we're just here to just like shoot the shit. Anyway, I'm kidding. We're here. I have a couple of things that people did bring up because I was like, okay, I had to kind of reach out and get some topics to kind of get the conversation started because, I hate having a call and then not having anything to talk about, which is a weird day for me. Anywho, there's a couple people on this call that I'm probably going to call on you because Katrina's got an awesome Instagram over there. So I'm going to call on Katrina here shortly to share with us some of her tips, you guys. Okay, so one of the things, the whole purpose of this is because social media is something very near and dear to me. This is how I built my business. When I first got into real estate, I was working part-time in the business. I had a full-time job at a corporate company, and I was so scared to let them know that I had a side gig going because this company was notorious for making you feel like the only thing that you could have in your life was them. Great company to work for, loved it. But in the corporate world there, it was just like, you can't have anything else outside of work. And so I didn't want them to feel like I was focused on not my job, right? So I had to keep my real estate business kind of under wraps. So the only way I really made business happen back in the very beginning was social media. And I know that kind of sounds like weird because I was like, I don't want people to know at work, but I also want to be on social media because I didn't let people that I worked with be on social media with me. So I did not have anybody that I worked with. They were never following me on Facebook. I had everything locked down, super private. I didn't want people to see it. So I was one of those who would go through and be like, okay, only show this to no public people. So literally no one could really find me unless it was people that I knew. And so that worked. It actually worked for me. Nowadays, it definitely would not work for me because my business has grown so much. I could not do that anymore, but it worked, right? And it worked because I learned a lot with social media right from the beginning. And the first thing I learned was I will never, ever take a hiatus from social media. You probably heard me say that before. I am not one of those who needs a fast from social media. Not going to happen. All I knew was that I was going to be on there. I was going to be the person who was going to scroll Instagram. I was going to scroll Facebook, and I had to make it work for me. I wanted to monetize it. When Instagram first came around, you guys started hearing of influencers, right? I was like, I'm going to be an influencer. I got to figure out how I can monetize Instagram. I got to figure it out. Well, I figured it out finally, okay, in a different way, not the way the influencers do in the traditional influencer. But anyway, so I've learned a few things about social media along the way. And I know a lot of, this is all why we're probably all here, because all of us know each other from social media. Every single one of us. None of us, except for, a few of us, we probably met in person or we're in the same market, but every single one of us know each other from social media. So we know how important this is for our business in so many different ways. So I thought this would be a really good platform to kind of talk through our strategies, what works, what doesn't work for some people, because what works for me might not work for you. My little strategy of keeping everything super quiet and being a super secret agent did work for me in the beginning. If someone were to ask me today, actually someone did ask me yesterday, what would you change about how you started business? I said I would not have been a secret agent. So, and today I would be bam, all over social media, just like I am today, right? So one of the things that someone had kind of brought up when I was looking around for questions to kind of start the conversation was, how long does it take to get business directly from social media?
Quick question. Are you loving this podcast? We record it live Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific on Zoom. Want to join us live? Go to agentpowerhuddle.com. Next month, we're changing the format to only release 2 podcast episodes per week. So if you still want the replays of the daily version, you'll need to start going to our website, agentpowerhuddle.com, to hear every episode. All right, back to the show.
How long does it take? I mean, it's a little different. Like my experience was when I started being strategic on social media and I started actually having like, I'm going to put out this kind of content in this kind of way. It took me 90 days. And I got my first sale buyer from social media, directly from social media. And it was someone had tagged me in a post. I'm looking for a realtor. And I got tagged in a post. And all they had to do was like, look at me on social media, see all my content that I was putting out there, and bam, took me 90 days. And I would say like it's usually about a 3 to 6 month cycle, because the sales cycle for a buyer or a seller is 6 to 12 months anyway, right? So like if you're catching them if you're catching them now, they're probably not thinking right now. They're probably thinking 3 to 6 months in the future at least. So if you catch someone, like if the reason mine was so successful is because it was someone who's directly asking for a realtor. And the reason it converted so quickly was because I used social media successfully, right? So I put content out there, and what I had actually done is I had sent them a video message through Facebook. I was like, hey, I saw your post. Someone tagged me looking for a realtor. I'd love to help. Check out my Zillow reviews. That was when I was first building. I didn't really have a review platform. I had to check out my Zillow reviews, and there we go. $1.5 million. So 90 days. So does anyone else? I know Ellen had just put in the comment that she says 6 months to 1 year usually. So was that your experience, Ellen? So Ellen took six months or 1 year? Like
I got my first referral probably about 8 or 9 months.
Got it.
From somebody seeing me over and over and over.
Yeah.
And it was a single man, and I was really nervous. It was a buyer.
That's funny. So Katrina, I'm going to call on you just because I happened to see your Instagram the other day, because you're a badass on Instagram. Katrina's got like 20,000 followers or something like that. I'm like, what is going on with this lady? I mean, I know you're amazing, right? We're connected. I know you're amazing, but I'd love to hear more about kind of like your Instagram strategy. How did you build it? Like, what do you get for how does Instagram work for you?
Thank you. One amazing lady to another. So I'll be honest, I cannot take full credit for my Instagram, because I have, besides my real estate career, I also had a career as a personal chef. And I used to be a chef to one of the Golden State Warriors. And so a lot of my following comes from having that in my back pocket. But the cool thing has been how I've been able to integrate the two, both my real estate and my love for health and fitness. And thanks to ChatGPT, that's about to get skyrocketed to a whole nother level, because I just had everything redone to fully incorporate both my brands. So super excited about that. Yeah, right. And thanks to you, because when you started talking, I was like, oh, let me go in here and ask it to rewrite my bio and rewrite my scripts and give me some editing cues. And yeah. So we could talk about that another time. But
so I could do a whole series on ChatGPT and all the cool things. So people are showing me new things every day, and I'm like, oh my God. Anyways, yeah, it's just it's amazing. It's amazing.
I will say also, the other thing about me is I have always been super social. And one of the things that I've said since I was a teenager is I love to network, and I know the power of my network. So I am still in contact with people from elementary school organically.
Yeah.
I'm still in contact with high school, college, all of it. There's a private Facebook group of 28 of my friends from elementary school that we talk to each other all the time. So because of that, my socials, both my Facebook and Instagram, I've been getting referrals from them. Like the minute I said I was a real estate agent, they said, oh, we got you. And so they started referring me people. And so my real estate business starting in 2002, was all from referral. And so when social media came and I started adding that aspect to it, they just kind of kept the ball rolling. I will say it's gotten better and more prominent the more I've incorporated me. And I know, Lynea, you've talked a lot recently about starting to tell more about your personal story and share you. The more, I have family members who are like, you tell way too much about your life. And I said, if I can't be authentic, then I'm not being myself. And I'm not someone who hides. And sometimes that's gotten me into trouble because there are people who know things about me that then they want to, kind of shame me for certain things. But at the same time, when you own it, there's nothing to shame. And so the more I've leaned into that, and even more of my stories are going to start coming out this year. And the more I've leaned into that, the more business that comes my way, because I get to just be myself and serve and go, we, at the end of the day, we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all just want to be loved. We all just want to be connected. And the more you think about that and come from that place when talking to just about life in general and your social media, you just start to attract your people.
Yeah.
So that's what it's been for me.
I totally agree. I mean, I talk a lot about sharing my story. I share a lot of my life. You guys probably know a lot more about me in the last month because I've been very, very, very intentional about my story. But I'm going to tell you what's happened for my business in the last 30 days. So in the last 30 days, I've received 7 referrals from agents. Some of you are on this call. Thank you all so much. 7 referrals. 7. Thank you, Ashley. I meet with him today. So Ashley actually was doing an open house in Arizona, and she had someone walk in and he said that he was from Tacoma and they need to sell their house here in Tacoma. And Ashley's like, oh my gosh, you've got to talk to Lynea. She sends me a message. Okay, so that client actually has 3 homes they want to purchase up here. So 2 homes they want to sell and 1 they want to purchase. So that turned into an awesome, awesome thing. Ashley and I have never met in person, all from social media. So you guys, and it's like, and I've got to tell you, like, just opening up and sharing your story and telling more about yourself, people want to send you business. The more I know about people, the more I want to help them. The more I know people's real story, the more I want to help them. That's just the way it is. The other person who does really, really well with social media is Wendy. Wendy's got an awesome, awesome strategy. I cannot keep up with her on social media, you guys. I can't keep up with what she does. She's just freaking incredible. She has like Facebook down to a freaking science. And I'm just trying to sit over here and be like, oh my God, can I do one of the things that Wendy does? And the answer is yes, at some point, but trying to do too much at once obviously won't work. So Wendy, what is like your, I'm not going to share what she does. She can tell you, but what is your the top things that you do on Facebook that really work for you?
Yeah, so it would have to be my niche is Jeep people, because I'm a Jeep girl. I like to drive Jeeps and hang off rocks. So when I talk about that kind of stuff and how I twist it into a real estate, thing, with one of my friends, tipping over and rolling off rocks. It's like a seller, trying to sell their own home. So I like to use my posts to connect to my niche, so almost all of my past clients are also in my Jeeper group, so that's who I'm reaching and that's what they like. If I did a super boring video about rates or something, they would just keep scrolling. But if I did, me sending it and talking about how that's how the rates are looking, then it would be, something they would watch and engage with. So I have a really huge success with just, posting what I love. I love dogs. I love wheeling, and that's, and then I retarget. So, yeah. So if they want to see boring rate videos, they can, but
also if they really enjoy those boring rate videos, they may not enjoy working with you because you're not a boring person.
That is true. Yeah. So I try to be fun. I want to be humorous and stuff like that, because I can't watch it. I can't watch those kind of videos that, I'll be like, okay, next, and I don't want anybody to next me. And the people that stay to watch, they are my tribe. They are, the people that I want to work with. So I agree with what everybody is saying here as far as, when you are authentic and you are yourself and you post about the things that you love, then you're going to attract the people that you want to work with.
Agreed. And I think like both, so Katrina also did that too, when she was talking about how she used to be a personal chef. I'm like, I didn't know that about Katrina, but I know that now. And some of that stuff that she's cooking, I'm like, girl, come cook for me, because I don't cook. Just so you guys know, I hate cooking. That's why I married a man who loves to cook, because like, I'm like, man, give me veggies and some meat and let me saute it up in a pan and I'm good. That's cooking for me, right? With a little salt and pepper, and that's it. I don't care. I can eat anything. But like, I look at all these meals, I'm like, man, they make it look so much fun. Like it makes it look fun to me. I'm interested, I want to know more. I want to see that. And I think like being able to utilize, your passions in life to connect with your people, it just makes what we do so much more fun. I'm listening to this book right now, and you guys should all download it. It's free on Audible. I'm all about the free books right now because I'm trying to read 100 books. And I'm sorry, I just did the math. And if I try to buy 100 books, I'm going to go freaking broke on books. So I'm utilizing my free books from Audible, and I'm listening to one called 100 Ways to Create Wealth. 100 Ways to Create Wealth. And I'm going to tell you, one of the things that I really listened to in this book that I really enjoyed is he talks about the people who make the most money have fun doing it. Like the Stephen Kings of the world. Stephen King's writes a novel, right? Any of you heard like his process of how he writes a novel? He like sits there and he's got like heavy metal music on, and he just sits there and he's like rocking out writing a novel. That sounds like fun to me. Like when I'm writing content and I'm like sitting here and I'm like planning, I like to have loud music. When I'm doing my stats in the morning, I have some really good dance music going, and like I'm having fun doing it. But when I'm bored and I'm like, oh God, here we go again, I hate it, right? So the people who make the most money, the people who attract the most people, the people who have the most fun are the ones who build the most wealth. So social media should be a fun thing. Would you all agree? I mean, I love social media. I love to make content. Sometimes I get in a block, but that's where ChatGPT comes in. Thanks. Is John Sevilla on this call? He sent me this yesterday. He sent Wendy and me he is here. Hey, John. So John yesterday, he was like, hey, you guys, I'm going to change your life. And I was like, please do. So he sent this little link to a ChatGPT extension for Google Chrome. Okay. Can I show you this right now? I know this is not the topic of today's call, but I don't even care. I'm just going to pull this up and I want to show you this extension because I downloaded it, of course. Why would I not? Because this thing is amazing. Okay. So here we go. Let me share this with you. So there's an extension on ChatGPT, okay? I'm sorry, on Google Chrome. It's called AIPRM for ChatGPT. And look at what this thing does. So you can actually ask this to send you, if you guys have all used Jarvis in the past, like Jarvis is another AI writer that you can actually get templates for. So look what this can do for you. You can go and say, hey, I want a keyword and keyword strategy and SEO content plan. So I did that yesterday and I just tried to see what it did. And it took, 10 minutes and it said, okay, so here's what I want. I said, I clicked that option and then I said the target keyword is housing market outlook 2023. And look what it gave me. All the way down, here's your informational content. Here's your commercial content. Here's more informational content. It went all the way down. It said, hey, look, here's who you could target with this. You could talk about government housing initiatives in 2023, what you need to know. This is so cool. Anyway, that was not the point of today's call, but if you guys want to go change your life, John changed mine and Wendy's, so John can change your life as well. It's the AIPRM for ChatGPT. That thing is amazing. Okay, that was all I wanted to share about ChatGPT.
Yeah, done. But real quick, I wanted to do a shout out about the cooking. Our friend Tara, she's so thinking cute, and she created a Tasty Tuesdays with Tara, and I was like, oh my God. And same, I don't like cooking. Everything I cook is Cajun because I burn it. And so
that's why Wendy and I get along for so many reasons, by the way, but that's one of them.
I love hers. I mean, she is so funny in her thing too. And she's only been doing it, I think 3 or 4 weeks now, once a week. And she already got a buyer out of it. So, I mean, she's doing what she loves. She has to cook dinner anyway. And she just got a client, because she talks a little bit real estate, just a tiny bit of real estate, like not a lot, to be super annoying or anything. But yeah, great idea.
Yeah. Tara Turks and Roy, Tasty Tuesdays with Tara is another way. Here you go. That's her. Oops. Sorry. I don't know what happened here. That was weird. Why it just did that to me. Okay. So there, I just put her link there. So if you guys want to follow her and watch her on Tuesday, she goes live on Facebook with that. So it's like just another really cool way to use social media. Okay. So Julie put a comment in here. I have one review on Zillow from 2013 and it's terrible. I need to get reviews online. I was thinking even LinkedIn. I'm wondering if it's a better idea to work on Google My Business also. Great question. Okay, so LinkedIn is definitely where my target avatar is. So I am definitely active on LinkedIn. My niche is corporate professionals, busy corporate professionals who are high Ds, because guess what? I am a high D. I like details, but I don't like to be the one doing the details. I like to do the bullet point list, right? So I'm the type of person, I need a system. That probably doesn't surprise anybody. I need a system. I need a checklist, blah, 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 done, right? So that is my target client. And that person is on LinkedIn. Okay. So I am definitely on LinkedIn. So Julie, I would say, like, if you want to figure out where to start being active on social, figure out who your target client is and be there. If your target client is millennials, get on TikTok. If your target client is the professional, that corporate professional, the executive professional, get on LinkedIn. Everyone else is probably on Facebook. So Facebook is going to be kind of universal. I know there's age groups and demographics and all this saying Facebook is better for this, but I personally believe Facebook is universal. Because every single one of my people that are on any other platform are also on Facebook. They may not be on Instagram. They may not be on TikTok. They may not be on LinkedIn, but they are on Facebook. So I would say, like, if you want to choose one or the other, Google Business is going to be a little bit of a different strategy. Google Business is going to be more for your local business. So if you want to be a local expert, which most of us do, then yeah, Google Business is definitely where you should be. But the thing is, like, everything takes a strategy. Like, you can't just go out and just all of a sudden try to start posting on Google without a strategy. Because within Google Business, there's about 7 different ways that you can actually post on Google regularly. And that Google Business, I will tell you, it does make a difference. I will tell you, I get calls from Google Business. We're working on getting that really, really, really dialed in. But Google Business is definitely where you go. But you want to just kind of think about where your target client is. And Deanna said, let's all go drop 5-star reviews for Tuesday Zillow. I don't know if I'll let you do that on Zillow, Deanna. I don't think you can drop industry reviews on Zillow. I think Zillow is only for the consumer. So, but you can on Google Business. Steve.
Sorry, just find the unmute button. With the Google Business, do you have somebody that's actually doing that for you? Like, do you have like a service that's helping you? Like,
I've tried. Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm. It's all me. Like, the thing is, like, the thing about services, you guys, I love services, right? I love services. What I have learned is that anytime I try to have someone else manage any of my like channels, it doesn't sound like me. And regardless of what I tell them, like, it just doesn't sound like me. I can have someone manage my ads. That's just fine. I can have someone, make help me with the content, edit the content. Because of course I have that. But when someone else tries to like talk on social media or talk on any of the channels, it's not me. Like, I had someone come in and try to help me with Google Business and get it all like up to speed. And like, they couldn't even get the damn city right. And I was so frustrated. I'm like, I don't know how many times I told you to change the city. I don't want that city. I want you to change my city. Right. So like, I do it myself.
Okay.
Katrina.
I was just going to share when Wendy was talking about Tara's lives. If you guys have something that you love doing, it's a passion, do a Facebook Live about it. Then my assistant is on this call right now. I've been having her take all my old Facebook Lives, going in, edit them splice it into like a video series of Instagram Reels. Putting my captions on screen. And now she's taking all of my captions, putting them in ChatGPT to rewrite them as the actual comment caption on Instagram. But literally, I've got more referrals from us doing that in the last couple of weeks. All of a sudden, like my DMs have been blowing up with, "Oh, I love your cooking videos. By the way, I have a referral for you." Like, huh? And none of these cooking videos are old. They're not new. They're ones that were old Facebook Lives. I was like, you know what? Go in there and grab those and just start slicing them up in Canva. So yeah.
Can I show you something else that might change your life right now?
Yes.
There's this app called video.ai. I'll show it to you right now. I'm going to put it in the chat. Okay, so I just learned about this the other day. Eric Preston showed it to me. He's so freaking cool. So you can go and put in a link to your YouTube video or a link to like a long Facebook video, and it will break up your video into 10 different videos with captions.
Camille, did you hear that?
It's so cool. Look at this. I'm trying to figure out, because I saw this. I was like, oh my God, does it work? So it's this. I had an account. I don't know. Here we are. Okay, look. So I go in here, and I'm just on the free version. I'm just trying it, but for free, it gives you 75 minutes of content. And this video I was just trying it with an 11-minute video, so it obviously took 11 minutes away. But then you tell it how many clips you want, and it breaks it up into these little clips for you. So look, now I've got how many clips of this? These are for Reels. These are for Facebook, right? Although they spelled some of the words wrong. You can choose like what sort of what you want your template to look like. You can create a custom clip from it. But this all just came from one video. I just put the link in there.
Oh my God.
And even got like the color right, you guys. I mean, this thing's cool, man. And you can like go and you can pick like, oh, let's pick a different template if I want. And you can edit it from here if you want. So, here they said, so it takes my script. It just pulls my captions, my transcript out and plugs it in there. So there you go. Done. It just changed your life.
Yes, you did. As always.
Every day.
It's like the easiest thing ever. I'm like, oh my God, it's gotta be so easy. And I don't know if it works from a Facebook link, it might, but what you could do for that Facebook Live is download that, right? And then upload it into YouTube and just paste the YouTube link. So like, it's still a lot less work for her. And it just saves. Yeah. Thank you. Lenore's like, we basically have no more excuses. No more excuses, guys. We literally just showed you in this call how you can write more content with ChatGPT. Someone wants a link for that. John, do you happen to have the link? You're the one who sent it to me. The link for that extension. So John will put it in the chat. And then I just showed you video.ai. And there you go. There you go. Thank you, Katrina. Okay, and then John also put in the link, the chat for Sean Joshi. I'm sorry, the guide that Sean Joshi created. I see his ads all the time. John, you bought it. Do you like what he teaches in there? He said, yeah, okay. It works great. Yeah. So Sean Joshi, like, I don't know if you guys see his ads on Facebook. He targets me. He must know that I've been looking for Google Business, more Google Business training, but only $79. There you go. There's your step-by-step on how to do it, everybody.
I started doing some of the things in there, and I went from like oblivion to moving up. So it works really well. It gives you how to geo-target your photos and all the stuff you need to do, and the question and answers, how to do it. It's really good.
Nice. So is it like a step-by-step?
Exactly.
Perfect. There you go. Done for you. We're changing everybody's excuses this morning. Steve.
Sorry. Speaking about going from oblivion, I've followers like on TikTok. I'm just started TikTok in October, and I'm up to like 578 followers. And then I talked to one other agent, and they said, oh, they hired somebody and they got them up to like 600 followers like in 3 days. Like, how does that happen?
600 followers in 3 days.
Yeah.
On
Instagram.
It's trending audio.
That's it.
Yeah, telling you, trending audio makes a big difference. I will say in the last month, my content has not been as much trending as more just like personal. And that has actually helped gain a lot of followers. I think we've gained like 14, 15 followers in the last like 2 weeks, which is not like dramatic, but it's more than what I was normally getting before that. Right. So, and maybe it's actually more than that. I don't know. Brandon, do you know how many followers we've gotten in the last 2 weeks? He can pull it up real quick. So he tracks it. So
I was going to say, I don't know off of my head, but let me look really fast.
yeah. But I will tell you, trending audio on Instagram is the thing. You guys, another really good person to follow on Instagram is Amy Gregory. She is, let me see if I can find her profile here for you. She has awesome content and she gives a lot of good tips. So Amy Gregory, Chelsea Peets, all of them are great people to follow because they'll tell you anything you want to know about Instagram. But Instagram, I will tell you that what I have learned is it is about the trending audio, short form trending audio.
So far, Lynea, we've had 56 new followers this month.
Yeah, I was way off, you guys. I said 14. So 56 new followers this month. That's pretty good. Just from personal content. So there you go. That's Amy Gregory. Follow her. And then Chelsea Peets. I'm sure you guys all know who she is because she's amazing. Let me find her here.
Liz Brown on TikTok is one of my faves. And I love that she like talks to buyers and sellers like super funny, you know, because like what sellers should be doing. And she has like this sarcastic freaking ring to it. So she is my idol.
Yeah. So I would say like pick your platform based on who you're trying to target, right? And then speak in that language for that platform. Like my language on LinkedIn is it's like a little bit more professional, a little bit more elevated, right? My language on Instagram and Facebook is, you know, it's definitely me, but I'll cuss a little bit more on Facebook and Instagram than I will on LinkedIn. You know what I'm saying? So like pick your audience, know who your audience is, find the platform and just go after that platform. Amy Gregory, the one I just linked for you guys, she just said that she did 90 days of focused intent on Instagram. She picked up $70,000 in contracts, not leads, buyers here. There's $70,000 in contracts. Who would like another $70,000 in contracts? That's probably, I don't know if she's saying GCI or what market she's in, but either way, another 70 grand in the next 90 days. I'll take that. Thank you very much. I'll take that. And if that means that I have to focus intently on one thing, I will do that, right? So find your audience, know where they are, and then go after them on that platform. What I got for you. We're 2 minutes over, almost on time today. Yay. All right. Well, everyone, if there's no more questions, thank you so much for being here. Katrina, John, Steve, Wendy, Ellen, Julie, everyone else that contributed to the conversation. Thank you. We really appreciate you. And have a great week.
If you'd like more information or to get connected to the Agent Power Huddle, join our free Facebook group. This call was designed for the agents in our EXP organization, but open to any agent from any brokerage. If you're a guest and you're interested in learning more about EXP or our specific resources within the Agent Collective, reach out to the person who invited you to this call to get more info. Produced by the Agent Collective Media Network.